Okay, this is going to be my last GTA 6 video until either trailer 2 drops or the game releases, I promise. But the reason I'm making this video is because there's some very big mistakes that Rockstar's made with GTA 5 that they're going to have to avoid making when it comes to GTA 6. So, starting the list off with the most important one that I hear absolutely no one talking about. At number 1, do not use peer-to-peer for online. Current GTA Online uses peer-to-peer, which is the main contributing reason as to why online is so filled with hackers, cheaters, and the likes. Having a game run on peer-to-peer allows anyone, yes, anyone with the most basic hacking skills to get information you really don't want them to get, like your IP address. I shouldn't need to explain why your game allowing someone to get the entire lobby's IP addresses is a very bad thing. Number 2, something that fits perfectly with number 1, actually having a damn anti-cheat system, or better yet, just use an already existing one that's already shown success. Rockstar likes to claim that there's an anti-cheat in GTA Online, but this is the second most blatant lie I ever heard, next to the US government actually caring about its people. All the anti-cheat does is detect if you're doing money glitches, and it can't even do that right, which is why they had to outright make it to where the more cars you sell, the more money you lose. And if all that doesn't work, then they'll just settle for the occasional ban wave. As a matter of fact, Rockstar does such a piss poor job at taking care of cheaters that current GTA Online is so infested with cheaters that they pretty much just let them take over the PC version of the game, only focusing on the consoles. Moving on to number 3, and would you look at that, this one can also be added on to the last two, and it's making sure the game can actually handle being milked for the next 10 years. As of making this video, we are still playing Grand Theft Auto 5, a game that came out over a decade ago. It's very likely that this game will be 12 years old by the time GTA 6 finally comes out. To give you a perspective of how much time has passed since the game's release, Grand Theft Auto 5 came out when I was 14. I am 25 now, and within that span of time, I was fresh in high school. Heist finally came out when I was a sophomore because for whatever the hell reason, the original Heist themselves took over a year and a half to come out, and the gun running update came out the same week that I graduated from high school. I got my first job, where I worked there for 3 years, got a much better job where I worked there for another 3 years coming up, and still playing the same damn game. All of that within a span of 10 years. GTA 5 started development back in 2010 and was designed for the 360, pushing that console to its limits. So do you think after the new generation came out, the game would be better optimized, right? Wrong. And with each update they add to the game, it just further unravels itself at the seams. It just simply can't handle it anymore. The game is too old, and the more they add on to its code, the more the game breaks. Look no further than the Xbox One version of GTA 5 for all the evidence you need of this game just not being able to support itself anymore. But anyway, I digress, because moving on to number 4, you're gonna call me a Rockstar simp for this one, but once you understand the reasoning why I bring this up, you won't help but feel a little bit sorry for the developers. That being, allowing the developers to have the creative liberty, freedom, and allowing them to actually make the game they want to make. We all love to blame Rockstar for the cringy things they've been doing with GTA lately, and while they do share responsibility, what if I told you that most of the devs are just following orders and have no choice but to add these stupid features that we all hate because their parent company, Take-Two, is forcing them? There are plenty of interviews and confessions from either former or current Rockstar employees that claim that they wanted GTA 5 to be better than it is now, and actually wanted to release single-player DLC, but were forced to abandon a lot of what they were working on favor of GTA Online and Red Dead Redemption 2. It's no secret that Take-Two is an evil company, as they look for any excuse to sue someone and fleece them of all of their money. Their business practices are so shady that they have me convinced that the reason why GTA has so many crime-centered businesses is because they know a thing or two from experience. So next time something cringy happens to GTA, don't blame Rockstar, blame Take-Two. Speaking of which, number 5, continue to support story mode. Not everyone likes online, and everyone agrees that GTA 5 would have been better had the story mode expansions actually came to be. You already know they're going to milk GTA 6's online mode for the foreseeable future, but hopefully with the fresh new game, they'll consider doing a story mode DLC. Number 6, actually listen to player/community feedback. On the support website, they have a section for player feedback that's pretty much useless. Just like the next thing I'm about to mention. But whenever we get a car a lot of people have been asking for, it feels like it was just added by coincidence rather than Rockstar actually listening. So yeah, I bet a lot of people would actually be happy paying stupidly high prices if the cars they wanted got added to the game. Number 6. Remember what I said about useless features? Well, how about a player report system that actually does something? Online's player report system is an absolute joke, and to pour salt on the wound, whenever you submit a grievance regarding another player directly to Rockstar support, they'll just tell you to report them in-game and hope they stop. The way you kick someone from your game is by voting to kick them, which is one of the stupidest ways to get rid of someone from being a nuisance I've ever seen. And even if it does actually kick that person, there are plenty of exploits they can use to just join right back. So my solution is GTA 6 needs whatever report feature Fortnite has. Because if you get reported in Fortnite and the game catches you doing something you're obviously not supposed to, you're done. Epic Games does not fuck around. And I'll tell you right now, there are a lot more cheaters and hackers in GTA than there are in Fortnite. So with such a system in place, it would turn GTA into a ghost town. Actually, now that I think about it, maybe the reason why GTA has no real anti-cheat is because it'll ban half the entire player base. Finally, number 7. Continue to support the game after its release. This may seem like a no-brainer, especially for a game like Grand Theft Auto, but need I remind you of Red Dead Online. The online mode was boring, glitchy, with barely anything to do. It was a lot like GTA Online when it first came out. But by that point, they'd already molded GTA Online into the perfect cash cow, so instead of putting any real effort into Red Dead Online, they saw it better to just outright abandon it entirely. Believe it or not, but the same thing could happen to GTA 6. Gamers today are more entitled than ever and demand perfection, especially from a game that's been in development for so long. And I already said that if GTA 6 is disappointing in any way, it could very well ruin Rockstar. And a surefire way to do that is if GTA 6 Online ends up dead on arrival, being boring, too grindy, filled with bugs, and plagued with the same issues that current online faces. This is one of the most anticipated games in history, so if it sucks, it would lead to a lot of people never being able to trust Rockstar again. Is it working? Okay, there it is. Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know what that was. I used to think that it was my video editing software. I since then changed my video editing software, but apparently it still keeps glitching out, so I think someone may have hacked into my account. I don't know. But regardless, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe, as it greatly helps out the channel, and thank you for watching.